Why does it seem like this video is being kept out of the spotlight? Not because it contains anything forbidden or inappropriate, but because it speaks about a truth that many people would rather avoid. A truth about female psychology, attraction, and the hidden balance of power inside relationships. There is a reason she pulled away precisely when you were giving her the most attention. There is a reason her interest faded at the exact moment you were willing to give everything you had. Why does no one explain this openly? There is also a reason she chose another man, even if you offered more care, more effort, and more genuine intentions. The problem is that no one ever taught you the real rules of the game. Instead, you were told that if a relationship failed, something must be wrong with you, that you were not attractive enough, not confident enough, or not masculine enough. But the reality is far harsher. It is not that you are a bad man. It is that you were following the wrong set of rules from the very beginning. Here is the hidden principle. The moment you understand what women truly respond to, and what they almost never say out loud, you stop blaming yourself. You stop chasing. Instead, you begin thinking and acting like a man who sees the entire picture rather than only the surface. The first truth is rarely discussed. Kindness alone does not create attraction, but emotional neediness destroys it. Many men are taught to be endlessly available, to always put her first, and to make her the center of their entire world. But when a woman becomes your only purpose, respect slowly begins to disappear. She wants to feel important in your life, but she does not want to become the person your entire identity depends on. This is where many men make the same mistake. The energy of saying, "I can't live without you," is not attractive. It pushes people away. A woman wants to be an important part of your life, not a replacement for everything else that gives your life meaning. That is why men who continue pursuing their own mission instead of losing themselves in a relationship naturally become more attractive. They move forward with direction, and she feels inspired to walk beside them rather than carry them. The second mistake is even more painful. A woman may continue talking about love while feeling almost nothing inside, because what keeps attraction alive is not love alone. It is respect. The moment respect disappears, affectionate words and physical closeness begin losing their meaning. She may still remain beside you physically, yet emotionally she has already started leaving because she no longer believes in your strength, confidence, or sense of direction. You begin noticing it through small changes. Her attention drifts toward her phone more often. Intimacy becomes less frequent. Conversations lose their warmth. The emotional distance quietly grows. Yet you convince yourself that everything will return to normal. What you fail to realize is that respect rarely disappears overnight. It fades slowly, almost invisibly, and by the time you finally recognize it, rebuilding what was lost becomes incredibly difficult. This leads to the third truth. Women often sense your emotional dependence long before you become aware of it yourself, and the moment they recognize it, attraction begins to weaken. Sometimes they test you without even realizing they are doing it. They might ask, "Why didn't you call me?" Or they may smile and ask, "Did you miss me?" You interpret these questions as proof of her growing interest, so you respond by giving even more attention, more time, and more emotional energy. Gradually, without noticing, you stop living according to your own purpose and begin living according to her reactions. From her perspective, this looks like a man who has lost his inner foundation. And few things reduce attraction faster than feeling responsible for leading the very man who should provide emotional stability. Now let's move to the practical side. The fourth truth is that women constantly test boundaries, often without consciously intending to. If you allow those boundaries to be crossed repeatedly, respect begins fading. It usually starts with very small moments: cancelled plans, flirting with other men, disrespectful jokes at your expense, small acts that seem harmless when viewed individually. If you stay silent simply to avoid conflict, you unintentionally communicate that you will not defend yourself or your principles. The answer is not aggression. It is calm confidence. A man who respectfully but firmly protects his boundaries demonstrates self-respect, emotional maturity, and inner strength. Those qualities create a powerful sense of security that many women naturally appreciate. The fifth truth may be the hardest to accept. A woman can still care about you while gradually losing her desire for you if you stop respecting yourself. When you abandon your goals,